Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, April 11th, and time for some more Marvel Legendary MCU. Thank you, Dre, for the resub! Let's go! Yeah, this is the penultimate episode of What If, which is very exciting, and we're going to be playing today's setup, and then next Tuesday, we're going to be playing the last episode of Season 1 of What If, and then we're going to be jumping into tournament mode, where I'll be playing some tournament setups. Speaking of the tournament, right off the bat, I do not, unfortunately, have early pods for you today. We had a couple folks join right at the deadline yesterday, so it's going to take me some time to finalize these pods. I'm still hoping to get those out early to anybody who is part of the tournament, but I don't have them right now. So just hang tight. I'll get those to you. If you do still want to register for the tournament, we've got nearly 80 participants. I can't guarantee you a spot while I'm building these pods, because if you join with maybe only the core set and have already built the pods, that's it. Deadline was yesterday, but if you do register, there is a chance I can get you in. So if you do want to sign up for that, check out tournament.vagotopgames.com, and you can still get an entry in, and I'll see if I can fit you in before the event officially starts on Monday. And it's crazy, we have almost 80 participants, which is more than 80 people. We have about 10 teams, so we got about 90 people playing, which is going to be cool. Yeah, the villains, Matt. It's not going to matter much, which you'll see, but we're going to go over it. This is a really cool setup by Off the Cuff that flips things around a little bit. And is there anything else I got to talk about today besides the game? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and start with this thing. So this is set up, this is the second to last episode of What If. If you didn't see this episode, spoilers, this is the one where the Watcher has to deal with a threat he didn't know he was going to have to face in the form of Ultron. Let's go ahead and check out the setup real quick and then get those predictions up for you. Let me actually do the predictions right now before I show you the setup, and then you can decide, how this is going to go. And then Thursday, we got a randomizer stream, of course. Maybe I'll have the tournament setups for you then. I can't guarantee it, but it would be cool if I did, right? All right, so let me pop this up. This is for the game I'm about to show you right now. Here is the setup for What If Ultron won. Here it is. So the scheme is going to be fragmented realities. What if expansion would be wonderful. The visuals in that are great. Would love them on cards. All right, and Off the Cuff says, what, you thought it would escape my notice that the way the show chooses to visualize the multiverses through shards of glass? Here, I'll hide this for a second so you can see. And then, as you can see, the Mastermind is going to be the Beyonder. Oh, you thought you'd get to play as the Watcher in this setup? That's adorable. So we're going to be playing as Ultron against the Beyonder as the Watcher, which is great. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's why I've got the villains mat out. We've also got the villain groups, 3 villain groups for this scheme. No predictions in yet. We got the Infinity Gems, Wasteland, and Avengers. Then we've got Cape Killers for the Henchmen that do have Hydra clearance in this case. And then the hero deck is all representations of Ultron. It's Ultron, Vision, Jocasta, Vision, and Warlock. All the robots, all the androids as Ultron. And then if you look at the special cards, where am I? I'm down here. Over there, we've got the Hydra starters, Madame Hydra for officers, regular bystanders from villains, and Warlock if he shows up. And then bindings whenever anything calls for wounds. No sidekicks, no new recruits available. So this is it. Now, I'm using the villains mat for flavor because this is a villainy game, but we'll see with the scheme. It doesn't matter what the city looks like because the city is not in existence. So let me go ahead and hide this. This is uploaded. If you want to take a look at it at any time, just put an exclamation setup and you'll get the link to that, or just go to gamesetup.vagotopgames.com. Let's look at our Mastermind. So in for the Watcher, who I'd love to see a Mastermind of, although what would he do? He's not supposed to do anything. Is the Beyonder. He's got Cosmic Threat for cards that cost 5 or more. So he's got 21 attack, and so that means that for each card that I have that costs 5 or more, when I reveal them, the Beyonder gets -3 attack. Always leads from Beyond normally, but today he's the Watcher, leading other groups. Master Strike. Each player reveals a card that costs 5 or more or gains a wound, then put this strike under an HQ space that doesn't already have a strike, pulling that space into a pocket dimension. To recruit a card from a pocket dimension, you must also pay 1 attack for each pocket dimension in play. Looking at Montex's comment there, played with Ultron the other day and wiped the floor with him. Tech heavy play today, looking forward to it. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tech, and hopefully I can get it. All right, here's the scheme. This is kind of an infamous one depending on what you do, but I like this one a lot. So Fragmented Realities from Secret Wars Volume 1. Setup is add an extra villain group, and I'm going to rotate this because it's going to make me dizzy. All right, add an extra villain group, shuffle the villain deck, then split it as evenly as possible into a villain deck for each player, 1 and 2. This is just a face down, there's no space there card. Then shuffle 2 twists into each player's villain deck. I've done that, but I will give everything a courtesy shuffle for you. Beyonder is tough. Yeah, Special rules. The normal city does not exist. Instead, each player has a different dimension in front of them with one city space. Villains and bystanders from your villain deck enter your dimension. You can fight villains in any dimension. Twist, play 2 cards from your hero deck. From your villain deck. Evil wins when the number of non-gray heroes in the KO pile is 5 times the number of players, or 10. Hey, Dynamite, thank you so much for the resub. Very kind of you for that. I forgot to mention... Okay, so Prime subs are both of them. So Dre's been subscribed for 26 months and Dynamite for 10. Both Prime subs. Thank you so much, you guys, for sticking around so long for the subs again. Yeah, so it's going to be a good balance, Astigmatic. Can I get the hero deck to work for me as it should, or will I get steamrolled by the setup? So anyway, to translate the scheme there, let me... Okay, predictions are done. So it looks like... oh, no, they're still open. It just doesn't have the countdown for some reason. Anyway, so this is going to be city left side city space and the right side city space. There is no bank. There are no streets. No city names at all. We just got left side and right side because they're on the left and right. Pretty easy to tell. 2 hero decks here and just a face down mystery card. I wonder if you can guess what it is by the time the game's over. I'll show you what this card is. I don't think you're going to guess. Okay. This will be fun. I hope. That should be fun. If nothing else, I like to use Ultron when he works. He is a mono tech hero, one of the few mono heroes or allies in the game, mono class heroes. So he needs tech to work. Ooh, what kind of pizza? I crossed my fingers, hoping the toppings are acceptable. All right, there is the Beyonder. I do like using the villains mat when I can. Just it looks cool. All right, scheme off to the side. Get the starter hands. And I didn't give this villain deck a shuffle, I don't think. If I did, I apologize. How are you guys enjoying the randomizer league setup this week? It's getting mixed reviews in the fun levels, I'll just tell you that much. Seen mixed things. I liked it better than the hood setup, for sure. I don't know, is that a brand? I have no idea what that means, Dre. It was rough. I'm sorry you had a rough time. I had a rough time. It was probably only the second time I've played that kiln scheme, so it took some time to get used to that, but oh boy. I had a lot going against me. I never have had success using Cannonball. Yes, I already looked at that before the game. It will whiff. So once we get to that, it won't do what it says because there's no sewers. Which is good for me, kind of. I miss out on... You can never get the tactic anyway. Okay, submissions are closed. Looks like we got 6 say win, 5 say lose. Really? It must be not in this region. Or maybe it is, I just never heard of them. Interesting. I love learning new things. Thank you for sharing that. So 21.5 thousand points are towards a win here, 3.2 thousand or lose. Maybe it is and I just haven't noticed it. I'll have to look into it. But okay, so you're pretty confident that I'm going to win this, even though about the same amount of people said win to lose. So hope I do your right here. Let me hide everything and get this started. All right, who is starting in our lair, or HQ, or whatever you want to call it today? It's going to be, okay, Solar Energy Vision. Again, this is all Ultron. There's an actual Ultron army of Ultrons. We've got Viv Vision's Rare, Ultra Molecular Density. Size-changing tech is great for a situation like this. Also got some range. We've got another army of Ultrons. And then we've got Reprocessed Jocasta. A pretty solid starter deck. I should be able to pick up Viv Vision pretty well. Pretty early. So if I recall correctly, size-changing tech and range does let me reduce this card by 4 if I have a tech and a ranged. You got to be careful with some of these interactions that have both, but I'm pretty sure that's the way that works with dual classes. It's different for other things like Cosmic Threat, but I can't have both. Cosmic Threat, if it looks like that, you have to pick one. Size changing is played. Cosmic Threat is half. Reveal, technically, for Cosmic Threat. But yeah, I will have to play it, which shouldn't be an issue. Okay, I think I'm ready to start. Villain decks are shuffled. I hope I don't have a really bad shuffle, but I never hope I do, and I sometimes do. So let's go ahead and start this. Let's see if we can take down Infinity Ultron. I mean, take down the Watcher as Infinity Ultron. That's next week. Here we go. Starting with a 5 and 1. I got to make sure, so my right hand wanted to go to where the villain deck normally is, but I can't do that today because the villain deck for the left side is here. All right, this is half the stream is going to be to see if I catch habits or not. Okay, first villain from the left-hand side is going to be a Master Strike by the Watcher. So we got our first pocket dimension right away, which is not a great great sign. All right, each player reveals a card that costs 5 or more. Can't do that, or gains a wound, which is going to be a Bindings, which is also bad. 2 Bindings go out. Oh, by the way, I obviously don't have the stream avatars up on screen. I'm working on... I like the testing time that I took with them, and I'm going to see if I want to keep them and how I can optimize that in a little bit. So thank you for testing those out for me. But there might be a bit till those guys come back. I'm working it out. Okay. There we go. Then put this strike under an HQ space that doesn't already have a strike, pulling that space into a pocket dimension. To recruit a card from a pocket dimension, you must also pay 1 attack for each pocket dimension in play. So what I'm going to do is tuck this underneath a hero here just so you can slightly see it. And remind me that I have to pay 1 attack for each pocket dimension. Which card am I least likely to get this early? I kind of want all the Ultron cards on one side. Solar Energy is good, though, and I have an extra attack to spare this turn. I'm going to put this under Solar Energy. This is my first pocket dimension, right there on the left. At least the city is not full over there. I like using the Destroyed Cities tokens last time. I like those too. But for my purposes, the Master Strikes are more vivid when tucked back here. But if I was using it underneath directly, I would probably use those two, which are really cool. You can get your own if you go to travel-sized Extra Life as well. All right. What am I doing? I got 5 recruit. I think he just announced some sketch versions and full art versions of the Messiah Complex ones, which look really cool. Hey, off the cuff. I think I got this down. If there's anything I missed, let me know. Okay, so let's look at our options. I can pay the 1 attack to get Solar Energy, so we'll look at that one too. So Solar Energy Vision is 1 attack, phasing, and range. You get +2 attack. Cost of 3 there. Army of Ultrons, I'm really tempted to just start the tech deck right away. 2 recruit, dodge, reveal a Hydra card from your hand. That card is tech instead of its normal color this turn. Now, I gotta not forget, I need cards that cost 5 or more, so the Viv Vision cards are gonna help me out. I think she has higher costs because of the size changing. I forget how many of her cards have size changing. Yeah, I agree with Captain Metroid. Travel size Destroyed City tokens are low-key the best upgrades to the game, not from Upper Deck. Actually, I have them nearby so I can show you. I say as I can't find them. They're here somewhere. I really want to show them off. They're really cool. Checking one more pile and then I'm going to give up. And call myself a big fail today. Yep, I don't know where they are. You're just going to have to go look for them for yourself. And trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it. They look so good. Okay. So anyway, 2 recruit plus. If your discard pile is empty, you get +2 recruit. Otherwise, shuffle your discard pile into your deck. And Jocasta does that whole discard reshuffle mechanic that I enjoy. I'm going to take... There's no sidekicks available. I'm tempted to take an Army of Ultrons, but my next turn, I'm going to have only 3 recruit. So I think I want to take reprocess for the recruit power. Shuffling in some text that I discarded with Ultron might be a good way to go. I could take Solar Energy. With the 1 attack I have nothing else to do with. But I want the recruit. I'm going to pick up reprocess for 4 while I can. So, yeah. And that's going to be... Okay, there's Warlock, our other mechanical friend in for Ultron there. Which is, he's not... I don't know. Would you call Warlock a robot? He's just a techno-organic organism. I think it's a little different, but, you know, where's the line? Where do you draw the line on that one? Okay, turn 2 from the right-hand side's villain deck. Some dust on the top of the villain deck. It's going to be Iron Man from the Avengers. Oh, this is going to be rough depending on how this goes. Ambush. Each player reveals a tech, hero, or gains of bindings. Well, I certainly could have done that later in the game real easily, but not on turn 2 on either side. So, 2 more bindings go out. Great. Bindings are very hard to get rid of. They're going to be very hard to get rid of. And off the cuff, I'm assuming since I'm using bindings, I have to follow the rules of how the betrayal works. So it's going to be real hard to get rid of those in that case. Techno-organic being. Yeah, he's not a robot. I think a robot implies he was built and Warlock was never built. At least unless in the sense that anybody was built. I'm not going to get into that right now. Anyway, fight is same effect and over escape is demolish each player. So that's probably going to happen. He's going to sit there with a 7 attack for a couple of turns that I can't do anything about. And we've got 3 attack, which also can't do anything. I wish I see some henchmen soon. And 3 recruit on the right. Okay, this is going to be my take all the tech cards deck because I got to do that sometime. So Army of Ultron is getting picked up on the right. Replaced with Okay, we got Expanding Neural Network Vision. We've also got Size Changing, but it's a common. It's only 4. So I'm going to need those expensive cards to take care of the Mastermind. Yeah, built in another sense. A lot of semantics going around. I'm all for it. All right. Left-hand side's villain deck is Wasteland Hawkeye from that one universe. Ambush Wasteland Hawkeye captures a bystander. And there's the bystander. Can't even get into this little city space right there. Fight, choose one. Each other player draws a card, or each other player discards the card. All right. Cities are full. Both cities. I'm going to cover up the space because, again, there's no city space, and it will be less confusing. We've got 3 recruit and 3 attack, and I sure can't fight anything. And let me just confirm, because I haven't played this scheme in a bit. Not like I can do it now. You can fight villains in any dimension. That's what I wanted to check. So I could fight villains in the other one, which would be kind of lame if you couldn't. Okay, so because I can't hit anything, and I have a ranged thing going on with the phasing and the discards, I'm going to go ahead and take Solar Energy by paying 1 attack for the 1 pocket dimension I have, then paying 3 recruit to pick up Solar Energy, and refilling this space in the pocket dimension with a Divided Vision card, which is cool. So anybody who is signed up for the tournament and just got here a little later, I don't have setups for you today. I'm working on finalizing those. We have almost 80 people. So if we got one more entrant, we can have exactly 10 people per pod in the first week, which will be fun. In two-handed solo, I always draw a card with Hawkeye. I see the benefit in competitive mode. Yeah. Unless I have, like, Hulk is King or something else that'll benefit from the discard. But yeah, same thing. Okay, these bindings are going to get so annoying. Very fast. I need any cards in my... Okay, so Warlock here KOs cards. That's the only card I see right now that KOs things, and that will be useful if I can get my hands on it. Turn 4, causing this Iron Man to escape, probably, is the Space Gem. Oh, man, okay. So, let's handle this. First, do the escape. Who am I KOing? 6 or less. Good for Beyonder, good for Beyonder. I don't want to get rid of either of those. It was going to be Neural Network or Army of Ultrons. And Army of Ultrons is... Well, these are... I have 5 recruit this turn. Neural Network is very good for a Vision or for an Ultron deck because 2 attack, draw extra cards into next turn. If I get enough of them, within the deck down, that'll be great. So I'm thinking of actually getting rid of the other Army of Ultrons. I have one. I'll see more. It's a common. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the one that I've got, even though it has dodge. Okay, that's my first non-gray hero KO'd, by the way, for the scheme. And I got to do the escape effect for Iron Man is demolish each player. Let me refill the HQ first. Okay. Now what I have to do is reveal the top card of the hero deck. Each player has to discard a card with cost equal to that cost. Every side has 0 cost, so it's not going to do anything except tuck this hero. And it is a reprocess, gets tucked to the bottom. A 4 cost, I don't have any 4 cost. So that is going to be an escape, our first escape. Wow, he was slow. All right, and the Space Gem comes on in. Ambush. Space Gem gains a shard for each empty space in the city, which is absolutely 0 spaces, so no shards for the Space Gem. Wow, this is such a useless artifact with this scheme. Once per turn, you may move a villain to another city space. If another villain's already there, swap them. Now, this is funny, specifically because I think I'm just theorizing here. I'm pretty sure this is restricted to your own city if I was able to do this, because it says the city, and in this there's 2 cities, so you have to pick a city, so you can't move a villain from one city to another with this scheme and this Space Gem, I don't think. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I was probably going to escape anyway. 5 recruits. Space Gem is... It's just like we saw in Loki, right? The gem doesn't really do much. Okay. This is my tech side. I can take the Vision later. This Ultron, or this, they're all Ultron, I guess. This Vision is more expensive without size changing. 2 recruit phasing, choose a hero class, reveal the top card of your deck if it's the hero class you named, and then draw it. A great way to get tech in an all-tech deck if I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up through solid objects. I got to recruit as much as I can before more pocket dimensions happen because it's going to get much more difficult. Another techno-organic adaptation. And I want to pick up these expensive 6 costs. I'm going to try... I guess this Warlock card could work well on either side. It's going to be useful for getting rid of all those bindings. And what do I get after the shuffle on turn 4? Okay. I got 4 recruit. Plus, with size changing, if I play the tech card, I can get Vision. But we'll see. A very novel setup, but it's already very frustrating. That's a 4 and 2 bindings. Oh, see, I already went to the right side. Okay, who's going to push Hawkeye out? It's going to be the power gem. We got these gems pushing everybody out. So, we're doing everything because I've got a bystander there. So, first we do the KO. This is going to... Oh, shoot, I really don't want to get any 6 costs. But I also didn't want to lose Neural Network. I might recruit lock myself if I make the HQ too expensive. But I am not picking up Neural Network this turn on the left-hand side. Right-hand side has got the 4 recruit and the tech, so I could actually pick up the divided. I really don't want to get rid of a 6 cost. The more I keep, the better. So right-hand side is going to pick up the divided card with size-changing tech because I have 1 floating attack. Hey, Montax with a gifted sub. That one went right to Astigmatic Oracle. Thank you so much for that gifted sub, Montax. Okay, that was exciting. So right side is going to pick up the divided card. I really don't want to get rid of these Warlocks. If I can hold on, they're going to be key in winning. So I'm going to go with my gut here. It is, but since I can recruit next turn, I'm going to keep this here, and then maybe I'll do another KO later. But for now, I don't want to quite get rid of them. So I'm going to get rid of Neural Network for a moment, and then we'll see if I get a good decision later. Okay, now we have the bystander getting carried off effect. I believe it happens in that order, and then we do the escape effect. So let me refill. Everybody discards easy. Discard the bindings on the left. Right-hand side discards the bindings as well. At least that makes that decision easy. Awesome, I'm glad you've been busy. Okay. And now I do the escape effect, which there isn't any, so it's just going to be a straight-up escape. And that counter is... Everybody's so slow today. All right, second one. 2 non-gray heroes KO is what happened earlier. All right, the power gem enters the city. Cool. Glad I got it right. Thank you for the confirmation. Ambush. Power gem gains a shard for each Master Strike in the KO pile and or stacked next to the Mastermind. Joke's on you, Power gem. The Master Strike is in the HQ. So unlike Striker, which cares about Master Strikes in weird places, this does not. So this also doesn't get any shards. So no shards for either gem, but they're going to escape, I'm sure. I've got 4 recruit. I'm tempted to betrayal this wound away, but this was bindings. And I think I might, because all I could do is take Warlock, which I guess is good to take on either side. Here's Earthling choices. It's, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, draw 1 and discard the other. Little Gambity. It wouldn't hurt for me to take this. I can't take any sidekicks. It's really good. Yeah, I'm going to keep the HQ moving. Hopefully I can KO these bindings later. I'm going to pick 1 up for 2. Before I get Pocket Dimensioned. And there's that solar energy. All right. He sure is. He's threatening me with the gems. Like, here come the gems. They're not getting any shards, but here they come. Okay, next turn I got 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. I'm not getting a lot of recruit, but I'm happy there's some cheap cards here. Cheaper. Somewhat cheap. Okay, turn 6, let's knock in the Space Gem out. It's the Hulk Gang, so no escape on this Space Gem, so more KOs. All right, once again, I'm picking up the Divided Vision this turn for 4 recruit after the size changing. Now I'm a little more tempted to KO Techno-Organic Adaptation. But that... So left-hand side can pick up Solar Energy for the 3 or 4 recruit it's got. Alright. I'm going to get rid of... I wish I could recruit first, but I can't. So I'm going to get rid of 1. Hopefully I don't regret it. Alright, that's my 3rd non-gray KO'd. And the gem runs away. I gotta fight stuff soon. I'm going to lose to the scheme. Especially, I forgot, the scheme twists haven't even happened, and boy, that's going to cause some escapes. So fight, cross-dimensional Hulk Rampage, escape, same effect, 5 attack on the Hulk Gang. Yeah, I can't hit anything. So let's just do what I said I was going to do. I could phase Vision, but also I'll do this. 2 recruit, I'll play it. Choose a hero class over the top card of your deck if it's the hero class you name, and then draw it. Obviously, I'm choosing tech, so the top card of my deck is not a tech, but it was my best shot for recruit. And I played through solid objects, so because I played... Yeah, here we go. What side do I put this on? I gotta play one Hydra Soldier as well. So because I played it, I can activate size changing, so harder than diamond. That side makes this whole card cost 4 instead of 6, cost 2 less. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up lighter than air, harder than diamond for 4. And 1 attack because I got to pay for the pocket dimension. And I forgot where my button is to turn the camera back to normal. Oh no. Oh, I know why, because it's not labeled. Vision's fun. My only thing is, just like some of the cards in Secret Wars are based on their Secret Wars appearance, this is like new young Vision at that moment. I wish it was like a classic Vision set. It doesn't really matter as much because they'll do the same thing, but you know what I mean. Hey, another one of the same. These are great cards to go up against the Beyonder. Cheaper to get, and they'll get through his Cosmic Threat. Or they'll contribute to it. Okay, that's 5 recruit this time. We'll see what I end up doing. I'm getting worried by the evil wins condition. Okay, left-hand side. Knocking out the power gem is going to be Ant-Man, who thematically is great to go up against Ultron here. So, once again, we have a KO decision to make. This time... Yeah. Well, I don't have to spend my recruit to hit Ant-Man, so I can do both. I just have to have made it this turn. Elusive 4. So I'm going to get rid of one of these 2 ranged cards, Reprocess or Solar Energy. I think I'm going to get 4 recruit this turn, so I'm going to pick up Reprocess. So reluctantly, I'm going to get rid of Solar Energy right now. Increasing that counter. Then we got the Escape. And, oh, we got another Ultron. Why did it came back? Go away. Go away. He ran away, didn't get KO'd. We got Genetic Experimentation. This is a really good one. But the Pocket Dimension. How does the Pocket Dimension get in the way of that? Oh, no, this is... I'm on the left-hand side. So left-hand side, I don't want to get all the tech cards. I want to stack them all on the right-hand side. I'm going to get Reprocessed and try to do some Jocasta mechanics. So, Ant-Man comes in, by the way. And Ant-Man here has Elusive 4. Which means I have to have made 4 recruit this turn to fight him. What is that quote from exactly? Let me know what the quote is from, because I don't know exactly where. Okay, Reprocess. My discard pile is not empty, so I get the otherwise effect, shuffle your discard pile into your deck, which I kind of would rather not do because I got 2 bindings in it, but I have to do it if I want to get the 4 recruit, so I'm going to do it. Shuffle my discard pile into my deck, and then I'm going to pick up another Reprocess, so I can get a lot of cards out of the HQ. Okay, shuffle then. 2 more. Picking up Reprocess for 4. Those will hopefully help me get this Warlock and the other one. So I got 4. I spent the 4. And Walking Wi-Fi. So I've made 4 recruit this turn. I can get through Ant-Man's Elusive 4. So I'm going to play 1, 2, 3 attack. Take out Ant-Man for 3. Finally fought a villain. I should be very proud of myself. And I have my victory pile spaces clogged up with stuff. But that could not prevent the escape from the Hulk Gang. So that reshuffle caused this to be my hand, which is not a lot of attack either. And we have the following. Turn 8, right-hand side's villain deck is going to be another gem pushing other things out. Wow, I've already got 5 non-gray heroes KO'd after this. So, same effect as of that. Let's do the KO first. Walking Wi-Fi is whenever you recruit a hero from the HQ this turn, rescue a bystander. Helps with cheering crowds that I think she has on her other card. This turn, I'm going to get 5 recruit, which means I can't take... Well, I can take the Divided Vision. We're going to need the attack for it. Okay, again, because I can do that, I'm going to get rid of Walking Wi-Fi. Plus, I've been getting a lot of attack, or a lot of recruit. So that's the KO. Ooh, there is Vision's Rare, which limits what I can KO now. That's my 5th KO. We got to do the escape effect for the Hulk Gang. which is also cross-dimensional Hulk Rampage. So either player who doesn't have a Hulk card in the victory pile, or I believe it's in hand, gets a wound. In this case, it's a Bindings. I haven't seen the other Hulk villain group escaped, so no one's got any Hulks. So Bindings are going out to both sides. More Bindings. And they're laughing all the way to wherever they're going. Okay, the Reality Gem comes in. And here it is. Ambush. Reality Gem gains a shard for each Infinity Gem villain card in the city and or the escape pile. There definitely are some in the escape pile. I think 2 so far. Yep. Power, space. Yep. Okay, so 2 shards for the Reality Gem. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. And those shards are going to go straight to the Watcher, aka the Beyonder here. 2 shards on it. Or at least one of them is. Finally, some shards. Okay. It would be kind of a bummer if they all went to the Mastermind. So we got Army of Ultrons. I could dodge this. Reveal a Hydra card from your hand. That card has tech instead of its normal color this turn. That would be great for microscopic size changing, which I don't have. Does it? Oh, yeah, it does count itself. Although, Remington Chase, could I pick this city and say, oh, there are none in the city? Right? I can pick a city. Or is that not legal? Because that's what I'll do. Not like it's going to matter. They're just all going to go to supply except for one anyway. Yeah. I don't think there's a rule that says I have to pick my own city when it's my turn if I have to do something with the city. So that sounds fun to me, and I'll do it. I want to play Army of Ultrons for the recruit so I can pick up the Vision card. So I'm not going to dodge it. I'm going to do its effect to recruit. Reveal a Hydra card from your hand. Okay, so this Hydra Soldier in my hand right now is tech, which is delightful. Doesn't really do anything for me, but it's delightful. 2 more recruit. I'll play the tech Hydra Soldier for 1 attack, so I can once again get this Divided Vision card. You have to pick yours. All right, let me see that. Villains. Okay, it says villains and bystanders from your villain deck enter your dimension. And it says you can fight villains in any dimension. So it enters my city. But does that mean when a villain that enters my city says the city, I have to pick my city? I see your logic. I don't think that necessarily means that. You might be right. But there's a little bit of suspended disbelief there. Well, whatever. It's not going to matter. If I get to a point where I get 7 attack to hit it, then we can talk about it again. Okay, I got the Divided Vision card for 4 recruit, 1 attack. Refilling with there. Is that another one? I didn't even look. Yeah, it's the 3rd one. All right, this is great. If I can get all of these in 1 turn, that's going to reduce the Beyonder's attack by 9. And if I phase them all, I can't phase them all. There's just a switch. I've got a leftover attack. I don't have a leftover attack. I have a leftover recruit and a Bindings, which I can't do anything with. We'll see if I survive long enough to make that work. And we're doing a reshuffle. I got some good stuff here in the discard pile. We'll see if it pops up. Hopefully I've taken enough to counteract all those Bindings that I have received. Bindings, I think a lot of people dislike time-traveling Jean Grey. I don't like Bindings. My least favorite card in the entire game. I like the Shapeshifted Copycat more than Bindings. Because at least she gives you KO power. Bindings just annoy everybody. 5. Even horrors are interesting. Bindings are not. 6. Moving over. All right, turn 9, left-hand side, which I might not have an escape. All right, is Cape Killers. Here we go, Cape Killers. We've got Shield Clearance, fight, or Hydra Clearance in this case. Fight, KO a card from your discard pile. I really hope I can fight this turn. It's going to depend on what Warlock gives me. Bindings give you the power to KO itself, basically. All right, let's Earthling choices. Here we go. Now look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Draw 1 and discard the other. We've got Solar Energy and Hydra Operative. Okay, so if I draw the Operative, I'm going to get 5 recruit, which won't help me get anything that 4 won't help me get. If I take Solar Energy, I can phase it for something else, maybe. So I'm going to discard the Operative. I got 2 attack, which is not going to be enough. Yeah, I think I might do exactly that. It gives me the best chance for something. If I don't phase it, I get 2 attack and I get 4 recruit, which won't do much of anything for anything. So let's take the chance. Let's phase. Oh, over here. Oh, there he is. Okay, I did a reverse. But I phased for bindings. What did I just say? What did I just say? All right. So that was fun. I think this turn I'm going to take a Madame Hydra because I don't see what else I can do. And at least you can dodge Madame Hydra. So what's better, to pick up Madame Hydra or get KO the bindings? Let's look at Madame Hydra. I haven't looked at her in a while. Madame Hydra's got 2 recruit and dodge. To play this card, you must discard a card from your hand. This will be fine with the bindings because I can just discard the bindings to play her for 2 recruit or dodge it away. But it depends on my situation, what I need right now. I've picked up enough Jocasta cards with recruit on them. I don't think I need Viper here. So because of that, I will do the betrayal effect on the bindings. Yeah, and I've got recruit in spades here. So let's read it. I never read this. Betrayal. If you don't recruit any allies or defeat any adversaries or commanders on your turn, you may KO a bindings from your hand. If you do, the player to your right gains all the other bindings from your hand. So just 1 is fine. Okay. I haven't read that in a long while. So I'm still not confident as I reshuffle this. I want a yes or no from you because I think this might be a matter of opinion until I can see arguments both ways. Is betrayal a keyword? Want to know what you say. Is betrayal, and healing for that matter, a keyword in that label? For whatever the term keyword means in Legendary. Which it does have a definition. So many grays. As far as I can tell, there's no mechanic in Legendary that focuses on labeling something as a keyword. For example, in Versus System, there's effects that say your opponent's card loses all keywords this turn, etc., etc. Ambush is definitely a keyword. The only thing that's labeled as a keyword in the core set is ambush. Fight is not labeled. It doesn't say it is a keyword. But it's bolded with a colon in front of an effect. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just curious. And I'm sure if and when it does matter someday, there will be a clarification on that. But right now it does not matter. Okay, turn 10. So just curious. Thank you for sharing what you thought. All right. Gems pushing out gems. Bold and colon means keyword. Yeah. Most of the time. Except like in Fear itself, when it says fight or fail. That's not really the key. Well, fail is not really. Anyway. So let's take care of this. Yeah, that's a good assumption. So we do another KO, and I have to KO something that costs 6. I don't have a choice here. Genetic experimentation is 3 attack. Rescue a bystander for each other tech hero you played this turn. I really want to keep Warlock around for that KO if I can get it. Yeah, it's a weird one. And then we got Vision, of course, which is good because of the easier access with size changing. I think it's got to be genetic experimentation. Yeah, unfortunately. There's another KO. This is an escape of the reality gem. The soul gem comes in, and the art Beyonder gets a purple shard, my decision. And soul gem, ambush soul gem gains a shard for each villain in the city. Once again, it doesn't matter which side I would pick, even if I can, because there's one villain in the city, no matter what city I would have picked. So he gets a shard, and then this is a great one to get, but I'm probably not going to get any of these gems. I'm already at 6 KOs out of 10, and I have not seen a single scheme twist. Mind you, there's only 4, but the scheme twists say, play 2 cards from your villain deck. So I could be doomed. Unless I get a scheme twist chain, but that's also bad. Scheme twist Master Strike chain I'll take. That would be great. 3 recruit, 2 attack. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't tell you which way to go. Yeah, I can't even fight the Cape Killers. I can't do anything. Except heal this other bindings. Or betray. Who am I betraying? I'm I'm going to say instead of betrayal, if there's only one bindings, I'm untangling. It is now an untangle keyword effect. Because, yeah, I can't do anything else. Unless I want to get a Maria Hill, I'm sorry, a Viper. But I don't, so... Betraying your principles. It's an untangle. I like untangle better. That's true, I'm just hanging around. Oh my god, this is why I don't like bindings. I got 2 techs out, though. I think the bindings are single-handedly losing this game for me. It is called ability. Okay. Well, couldn't you say that a keyword has an ability assigned to it? Like cheering crowds is a keyword that is also an ability. I don't know where the taxonomy of these terms goes. It's interesting to think about. All right, back to the left-hand side. Okay, what did I just say? Scheme twist. So here comes some escapes. Okay, so before I do this, there was some discussion in the Discord about how I would have handled this differently, where I would have done things in a different sort of stack. But after looking at the Doctor Strange Commander card, where you clearly have to resolve an entire scheme twist before you finish the effect on that card, I'm going to do everything in a nesting stack, because I think that makes sense. So when this says play 2 cards from your villain deck, what I'm going to do, and doing this going forward, is play the first card, resolve it completely, then play the second card and resolve it. If I get another twist, they're going to nest within each other. We'll see how this goes. So first card from the villain deck on the left-hand side is a Master Strike. So in this case, that doesn't cause an escape, so we resolve the Master Strike right now. Which I'm happy to see that instead of a villain. And then we're going to play a second card from the villain deck once this is done. It's going to feel a little weird to me at first, but I think this is the right way to go after talking about it. Again, each player reveals a card that costs 5 or more, or gains a wound or a binding. So nothing on the right-hand side. Left-hand side also fails, unfortunately, even though the right-hand side does have plenty, but not in hand. So 2 more bindings, because I sure didn't have enough of those. Then this goes under a HQ space, pulling into a pocket dimension. Now I got to pay 2 attack for each recruit from a pocket dimension. Yeah, so keyword abilities. It's right there within keyword. So I guess there's keyword abilities and non-keyword abilities, I guess you could think. Anyway, where am I putting this pocket dimension? I kind of want to put it under one of the rares. But that may not be smart. Crowdsourcing is very good, but I'm not getting a lot of bystand. I'm going to put it under the crowdsourcing card. We'll do the first 2 left sides. I don't want to put it under molecular density because there's a chance I can get that for 5. Maybe under vision is rare. Yeah, I think I might want to move it under vision's rare, not Viv Vision's rare. And that's going to be a tough one to get anyway. All right. Yeah, because I'll probably pick up crowdsourcing sooner, plus that'll help with the cosmic threat. I don't want to give myself restrictions on that. We'll move it over there. Because each one's going to cost 2 attack to fight. All right, so that was the first villain deck card, so I've completely resolved the Master Strike. Now I play the second card from the villain deck from the Scheme Twist earlier. And I might forget things doing this way, but this is the right way to do it. And it is going to be another Cape Killer. So the first Cape Killer pushes out the second one. And I don't know why I'm doing it this way, because they're literally the same card. Just to, I feel like every time I swap out 2 cards that are the same, I think there's like one person who's new to Legendary, and they're watching me play this, and they're going to get confused if I take the card that I just pulled and cause it to escape, even though it's the same card. And I don't want to confuse that one person, so that's why I swap the actual cards, even though they're the same. In case anybody was wondering. I think I was wondering, that's why I answered my own question. Anyway, so the one that was in the city is going to escape. Now I got to do a KO. This turn, I'm not going to recruit anything unless I phase for something. Crowdsourcing is good. Gives me 3 attack. So this vision card with side shooting costs 4 recruit and 2 attack right now. So right-hand side's got 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit, 6 recruit. But this side cannot pick up the Divided Vision card because of no attack to pay for the pocket dimension. But I could almost take Viv Vision's rare, but I don't have a range. But I can pick up Warlock on this turn. I can pick up Techno-Organic Adaptation. on the right-hand side's turn. So I'm actually going to get rid of the other Divided Vision because it's in a bad place. Let's just say that. That's going to be another KO, and then you escape. Yep. That is a 7 out of 10 non-gray heroes KO'd, which is not ideal. Again, I can't hit anything for 2, so I might as well phase Vision to see if I get anything a little better. Would have loved to get a shard or 2, but it's not happening, so phasing it out for another operative. Not going great. Oh, I didn't refill the HQ. My peripheral vision said there's a card there. Don't do anything. And now that I got rid of Vision, I can't get it. I don't think I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't have done anything different. Because I'm probably just going to go ahead and... I can't do much else. Let's get rid of the bindings again. On this kind of scheme with a full city, I can't really afford to just not do anything that much, but sometimes I don't have a choice. Give me some more attack this turn. All right, there's some more attack. So if I play Jocasta first... Yeah, well... What are you going to do? Right, no, hold on. I have my hand. I almost drew a new hand for some reason. I'll keep this one with all the bindings in it. Turn 12 is Wasteland Spider-Girl. So, more escapes. No escape effect on the Soul Gem. But walking Wi-Fi is gone. Guess that made a little bit of an easier decision. There's Jocasta's common, creation of Ultron, and goodbye. I'm at 8 non-gray heroes KO'd. I've only played 1 Scheme Twist. I do not like my odds here at all. So, fight. Reveal the top card of your deck if it costs 2 or less, KO it. Wow, we haven't even hit an hour, and I might lose before the hour's up. Which is cool, because I can play it again, but still. I was hoping for a better game. I want to play all 6 recruit. And yeah, Avatar as a snake gives a shard to the Beyonder. Okay, let's go ahead and play everything I've got so that I can recruit Techno-Organic Adaptation. We've got Through Solid Objects, 2 recruit. Once again, I'll say Tech. See if I get lucky. Top card of my deck is not a Tech, so it goes back. Army of Ultrons is going to turn this operative here into attack. So I've got 2 recruit, 4 recruit, 6 recruit, 3 tech played, although it doesn't really matter. And Ultron actually would work pretty well with Avengers Nova for that tech, cosmic threat tech, turning other cards into tech. I never tried them together, but we're going to go ahead and pick up Techno-Organic Adaptation to hopefully do some KOing before it's too late, even though it is already kind of very too late. And Army of Ultrons is refilled there. All right, I got 2 of those Vision cards. That means it's going to reduce the Beyonder's attack by 6 if I play them both, but he's already up 2. So, forget about that. I guess if I'm fighting the Watcher, it's not supposed to be easy. Turn 13, couldn't even take out these Cape Killers, and we got Captain America coming in. If I couldn't take out the Cap Killers, the Cape Killers, how am I going to take care of Cap the... He's not a killer, at least in this setup. Once again... Empowered by Tech is pretty good for this setup, so I kind of want to keep that there. So I'm going to get rid of the other Army of Ultrons and free up the space I don't have to pay extra for. Another Techno-Organic Adaptation. That is going to be non-gray hero KO number 9. Not looking good at all. And then Cap's going to come in, and we haven't even seen Thor yet, by the way. Ambush. Each player reveals the 3 colors of heroes or gains a bindings. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I barely have any colors as it is. So I got ranged, and I got blue and gray, technically, on the left, and right-hand side's got gray, blue. Oh, right side passes. I got black, blue, and gray. Left-hand side is the only one that fails. So left side gains a binding. And he gets +1 attack for each color of hero in the HQ. So he's right now at 1, 2, 3 plus attack, so he's 7 attack. Okay, let's see what I can do. Let's do a reprocess to recruit. My discard pile is not empty, so I have to shuffle it in. And after I play Vision, I'm going to have 5 attacks, so I can at least hit Wasteland Spider-Girl before she escapes. If I could have recruited Warlock, I could have reduced Cap maybe to 6, but that wasn't going to work. Okay, so let's play that for 2, 3, 4. Soul Energy I'm playing, it's 1 attack plus activated power gives me 2 more. So 3 attack from Vision, Soldier, 4, 5. Let's hit Wasteland Spider-Girl right now. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs 2 or less, KO it. Spending the 4 attack. It's going to be 1. Oh, just 1. I don't know why I almost drew 2 cards. I'm just KOing the top card of the deck. Slow down. And she's gone. Got a little bit more of a victory pile. I got 4 recruit, and I can't do anything with it because I can't pay the attack for the 2 pocket dimensions in play. So I guess it's not going to hurt me to get a Viper because I could always dodge her. So I'll pick up a Madam Hydra with the recruit that I've got. That's the one thing about Madam Hydra over Maria Hill is that she'll never clog your deck because you can always dodge her away. Might mess up top deck draws, etc., but dodge makes her a bit more versatile there. But she is harder to play, which is a trade-off. Okay, turn 14. Finally, the city's empty is another Cave Killers. Okay, how do I want to play this? I probably want to clear cap so I don't lose right now. I can go 3, 6, 7, 8, and I can hit him. Beyonders down to 15 plus 2 is at 17. I'm not going to get to 17. Alternatively, I can get a bunch of recruit and pick up a rare. But if I don't hit Captain America this turn, it's very likely, well, it's guaranteed I'll lose. So I have to do it. Let's go ahead and play Harder Than Diamond twice. 3, 6. We'll play the soldiers. 7, 8. And 2. Let's go ahead and hit Captain America for 7 attack out of my 8. Because I got +1 for each color in the HQ. And does left side pass and not get a bindings this time? Yep, left side's got ranged, tech, and, blue, black, and gray. So both sides have blue, black, and gray. So after I fight cap, the fight effect whiffs on that. Cool. All right. Hey, I fought something. All right. Right doesn't only have 2 because I played Vision twice. Let me see if I can get around that. Arlie, thank you so much for the resub. No, because I would only have 5 attack. So yeah, either I get the bindings or I don't fight cap. So yeah, right side does get a binding because there are no ranged cards on the right hand side because I played both tech side. Yeah, they should be strong. I'm glad they are. And no sidekicks available. So that's it for the turn. Gladly take the bindings if it makes I don't lose. I'm going to check through my rewards. It doesn't say that you did it, Mikey, so try it again. Refresh your browser. But I'll happily drink some water anyway, because I need it. Okay, can I lose this game before the 1 hour mark is up? Let's see. Might happen. There it goes. Just came through. I don't know why I didn't hear the sound. Maybe trigger fire is down again. It's very possible that it's down. Which means it's not my responsibility, but thank you for letting me know. And now I'm hydrated. Appreciate it. Okay, left-hand side is the time gem that comes in. Here we go. Play another card from the villain deck. Cool. I have 1 minute to lose before the hour is up. Here we go. Let's just do it. Time gem gets charged equal to that card's victory points. Speed run to lose before the time's up. All right. Wasteland Kingpin comes in. I got to do this in order, which is going to first cause the time gem to escape. Oh, it gets shards first. Wasteland Kingpin, it's going to get shards, it's going to go there, and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and KO this other Warlock. And gone. No, I recruited the one. It just came back. That's the second one I've seen there in that spot. But that is 10 non-gray heroes KO'd. And with 30 seconds to spare before we're up to the hour, it was an evil wins. That was rough. Very rough. I'm sorry for those who put your points towards you winning, because boy, there were a lot of you. So that was 21.5 thousand points are going to the people who said I was going to lose. So yeah, easy points for you. I'm gonna try it again because we have barely scratched an hour of the stream, so you have another chance. But let me resolve this, and we'll see if I have more success in the second attempt. I sure lost this one big time. Thank you. It depends on what you label it. The point is I, as the player, did not win the game. But in this scenario right here, good did win because the Watcher won, which is good for all of us. But, you know, there's no last episode without me winning this game here as Ultron. I'm going to do a quick reset. And then we'll get started with game 2. Should be quick. I didn't use that many cards. So while I'm resetting, I will ask you, anybody who's playing in the tournament, which I'm pretty sure is most of you, and if you're not signed up, why? You should sign up. Are there any sets that you would... So Dark City showed up a lot last time just because it's a set that everybody's got. I don't just want to ask you which sets do you want to see at all. Which sets do you hope occur more often than others? Like, what do you hope is the next Pave the Town Red or Dark City? What do you want to see a lot of? Which set do you want to see a lot of in multiple pods of the tournament? That's what I want to know. And let me set aside the twist because I have to shuffle those in after. I gotta remake the decks. That was very rough. I'm hoping for a little bit of a different situation, but I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. A lot of Black Panther would be great. I love throwing those ambush effects in there, and a lot of people have it, so it's very possible. It's very possible we can see a lot of Black Panther. I am planning for at least one of the pods in week 1 to have Black Panther, so we'll see what else. X-Men is great. The tricky part about X-Men is fewer people own it. I mean, I can make X-Men happen if I just put people who own it in pods together. But yeah, the new ones I want to see for sure. Because those are always the most novel, right? So I got to make sure I don't put any Ultron cards in the villain deck. So I don't think I did. Bindings are anyway. Yeah, well, so last time I was mostly randomizing everything. And that's why you saw the Phalanx a lot, because it just came up a lot in the randomizer. But you guys voted for me to have more say in what the setups do or who's in the setup, so you won't see Phalanx all the time because I'm going to be making adjustments. I mean, you might see them sometime, but I have that freedom now, so we'll see. A multi-week track group of X-Men, Avengers, Marvel Knights, Shield. Oh, you mean like teams, right? I meant more expansions each, since those are, you know, more indicative. But I mean, there's really no Marvel Knights expansion. They're in Dark City. They're peppered elsewhere. Maybe Midnight Suns will be the first Marvel Knights full expansion, or maybe they're going to be their own team. I really don't know. Noir has Noir has some. Secret Wars. White Tiger and Black Widow. Gem over here. When you're playing a villains game, it's hard to sometimes at a glance determine what card goes into which stack. Villains, heroes, allies. I think you guys are gonna like them. That's gonna do this. Warlock, ally, binding, operative. All right, I think we're good. Just a few more. Bindings. I had so many bindings. All right, we'll put. Okay, just a quick scan to make sure I didn't miss any twists or put any heroes in here, because I do have to split them up. Yeah, I do. I told you I missed one. There's Warlock, who does not go there. We're going to see a lot of Messiah Complex, because some people's only sidekicks are in Messiah Complex. And I know people want to use sidekicks, so... and a lot of people own Messiah Complex. A ton of people own it, so it'll be seen a lot. And yeah, the strikes go... I'm just trying to count everything here. And I'm going to make 5 piles for the strikes. The twists don't go in yet. Here's all 4 twists. Here, I'll pop up the scheme so you can see what the setup rules are, because I didn't set it up on stream this last time. Has anybody here never played Fragmented Realities as a scheme? By the way, the funniest thing about Fragmented Realities is if you look at the FAQ, the legendary FAQ, there's a question that says, what happens when you use Galactus with Fragmented Realities? Galactus is a mastermind, if you don't know, that destroys city spaces. And they ask, what happens if you use Galactus with Fragmented Realities? And the answer is, general consensus, just don't. Because technically there's no rule that says you can't, but determining what that means is very tricky. Yeah, Secret Wars Volume 1. It is not out of print, but I heard it's hard to get overseas. That was Battle 6, my current arc. Who was your mastermind paired up with Fragmented Reality. It's always interesting because them and their Always Leads group really change the dynamic of things. So here's the starting villain deck, and then I have to shuffle it up, put it in 2 piles, and then shuffle in 2 twists to each pile. Yeah, I lost big time, Captain Metroid. It's not impossible, but it can get out of control quickly. But yeah, I'll give it another shot. Spider Queen, not bad. But yeah, if you have anything that... If you have like Hyperion or something, forget about it. Some really bad combos. Alright, so here's my new shuffled villain deck. What I need to do... Oh, shoot, I forgot my victory piles. There's a few cards need to go in there. Just a few. Throw those back in, shuffle it up. I mean, it could be worse than Beyonder. Yeah, having those escapes happen before you can do anything about it, plus the bindings in this particular setup. All right, so I have to distribute this into 2 even as possible piles for 2 villain decks, and then I shuffle in 2 twists to each one. It's not perfectly even, so left side's... Oh, it is perfectly even. Is it? Is there an extra card in one of these? I guess if I pull an extra card, I don't know. I thought they were uneven last time. Maybe I miscounted. Oh, wait. I know what it is. Somebody captured a bystander and I threw it in. Oh, shoot, I gotta go through these. Sorry. I put 1 extra bystander because Hawkeye captured 1, so I gotta shuffle these 2 together again. Yeah, this side's gonna have 3 bystanders. Yeah, there's 1. I'll take out 1. And then 2. Yep, knew it. All right. Gotta reshuffle these together because I saw them. I'm glad I caught that. Yeah, so Loki's dog, what I just said about Galactus is if you look at the FAQ and it asks, there's a question posed there that says, what happens when you use Galactus with Fragmented Realities? It just says, just don't do it. Because obvious reasons. It's not clear how to process that. It's you lose on the first Master Strike. What happens? I don't know. I had a strong hero deck, Magic, Silk, Squirrel Girl, Cuckoos, and Ultimate Spidey, so I won. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'll start a new prediction once the cards are out of my hand. And I don't make mistakes on where the bystanders are. So once again, I gotta split it in 2. And not look at them this time. Because I remembered I had an odd number last time. Why was there an even number this time? Did you guys see the... Yeah, if you determine it as when Galactus destroys a city, the whole game's over. Or he has to destroy both, or if he even can destroy them, because they're not normal city spaces. So we got 1 and 2. I got to shuffle and twist in a second, but let me go ahead and start the new prediction. With the knowledge now that you have from the last game, I'm curious to see how this is going to go. All right, prediction is up for this new game. Yeah, I dread those combos in the randomizer league. So 2 twists on either side, and shuffle up those twists. Same exact setup, second time around, with hopefully a different HQ distribution at the start of the game. Gonna go double or nothing on the win, or learn from my loss the first time. Wasn't even close to touching the Beyonder, or the Watcher in this case. But I got 1 more shot today. Twists are shuffled in. Right-hand side. I mean, I didn't really get time to do my strategy. Definitely getting as many tech cards on one side as I can is a good strategy for Ultron. So I'm going to still try to do that. And the rest of my strategy will be dictated based on what I get in the HQ. I'm hoping to get those size-changing cards again so I can use that Cosmic Threat. But the only thing I might change is prioritize attack a little more if I have the option so that I can make sure that I don't get as many escapes early. But I got a lot of recruit cards, but that's kind of what the HQ gave me. And placing my first pocket dimensions will be strategic as well, so I'll really think about that. Okay, there's the second one of those, and then the mystery card here as the face-down card right there in the middle. All right, let's get the hero deck shuffled. There's a whole other thing. So, you know what? It's already kind of mixed, but I'm still going to do it this way. Let's do 5 piles because they're not completely sorted out. So what do we have? 254 heroes in Legendary now. 249. I think it's 254 after Prosperity Saga. So how many sets are we away from 300 heroes? assuming that each year there's 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus, what, 8 or 9? What are we going to do? So 24 new heroes each year, roughly. So a couple years away from 300 heroes, somewhat. If it's 2 smalls. Oh no, because we're in the middle of a year right now. So 3 smalls and 1 medium per year, assuming. Yeah, 259. So yeah, in a couple of years' time and some change, we're going to see maybe 300 heroes, which is absolutely insane. I keep saying, like, if it was announced that, you know, Legendary is over tomorrow, it would be very sad, and I wouldn't want to see that. But if that happened, I mean, clearly we have enough content to, like, satiate our gameplay here for a long time. But that said, hope it doesn't end. I want to see a lot more new stuff. Unique heroes as in unique characters, because I think that doesn't double up the MCU and core base sets when you count the 259. If you're talking about unique mechanic heroes, it is 259, as far as I can tell. Yeah, if you include all of those. I was just talking about Marvel. Okay, that's done. Let me get the starter hands ready. And then by that time, the predictions will be over, and you're ready to watch me lose again. I mean, play the game again. Let me just make sure I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, if that's correct, let me double check. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Yeah, 2 years to break 300. I feel like 300 heroes should be a bigger celebration than the 10-year anniversary. Something about that just makes me feel like that's the bigger milestone than like how many years it's been around, even though I'm totally wrong on that, because 10 years for a game like this is... longevity is very important. Well, yeah, so that's why I asked Jalt. If we're talking about unique individual characters, I know this answer because that's the way I do Legendary Legacy Adventure. Yeah, that's true. The 10-year anniversary is going to go for 5 more years. If we're just talking about individual characters, again, I know this because of the adventure paths, there are about 201 individual unique people or characters in Legendary. Like, there's a bunch of Steve Rogers hero sets, a bunch of Bruce Banners, a bunch of Tony Starks, and those all grouped together is about 201 characters over 259 individual hero sets. And I hope that answers your question. And the music stopped. I hate whenever I open this up, it always cancels my repeat button. Yeah, and Jalt, have you played Legendary Legacy Adventure? Perchance? And seen that? You can see, if you go to the sheet, you can see the character listing of all the characters. Actually, it'll be fun to show it. Let me show it real quick while the predictions are almost done. Make a copy. Sweet, you did play. We are so close to being done with Legacy Adventure, by the way. There's only like 6 paths left before we finish, which is nuts. Yeah, I mean, to get through these paths, it's 5 games of Legendary, so it's going to take a while. But can I pop this up just while I'm waiting for this to finish? It's still populating. Look at that. So these are all the hero sets in Legendary. And if you'll notice, I have them grouped by character, like you said. So the first character in the game is Black Widow, and I have her and then her shield hero set there. I modeled it after the Smash Brothers roster, where you have clone characters following the characters, even though it's by release order primarily. And then you've got Captain America, Captain the Devil, Captain America 1941, Steve Rogers, Cap, Secret Avenger right there following it. And wow, I can't believe this is almost full. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more heroes, and the roster is complete, at least until the next expansion. But that's pretty cool. I'm very excited. Thank you to everybody who's helped work on this project. It's been a blast. Okay. Let's get back to this game. I think, okay, predictions are in. So it looks like, I just hit it. It looks like 5 say win, 4 say lose, but now the points lean towards lose. Hopefully you learned from last time. But maybe I can win this. Who knows? I'll give it my best shot because that's what I'm here to do, right? Let me get my starter hands ready and then fill the HQ and then reset everything. Of course, let me go ahead and back to the right-hand side and then reset the count. A lot of little things to do when you're running a physical game here. So, I mean, say what you want about Age of Ultron, and you can say a lot, but it's one of my favorite MCU films upon reflection, upon watching it after Phase 3 has finished. I enjoy it so much more than I did when it came out, and including James Spader's Ultron. And he was great. I love seeing his Ultron again, or, you know, version of his Ultron again in What If. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was filling up the HQ. So we're gonna start with Walking Wi-Fi Viv. Solar. This is looking very familiar. Solar Energy Vision, and Through Solid Objects Vision, Crowdsourcing Viv Vision, and all right. There's Jocasta's Uncommon Size Changing Tech. Draw 2 cards. That's good. I can pick it up for 4 if I fulfill the size changing requirement. All depends on what the villain deck is. Okay. Oh, I see. I looked over to right there, Yeeches, and it says you asked me to say it, so I will. I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me. I'm not doing the voice, because I can't. And we'll take some on it, though. All right, anybody who's still around, I'm going to do my second and final attempt of the day after I press this clear button that clearly didn't clear. There we go. Wish me luck. Or no luck. I don't know what you want to happen. Actually, I can. There's a little number next to your name in chat. The 1s want me to win. The 2s want me to lose. But I'm going to do my best anyway. Here we go. Let's begin. Attempt 2. Left hand's got a full hand of 6. This is really good. This is really good. All right. Turn 1 on the left-hand side's villain deck is going to give us a Cape Killers. That doesn't make it as good. And as in traditional second game fashion, I won't be going over things as much as I did in game 1 unless it's a brand new card to the stream. So let me just look at my 6 costs. I'm going to take one of them. Crowdsourcing Viv is that one I wasn't able to get before. Versatile 3 Cheering Crowds, which means that I get to pick 3 attack or recruit, and then I can play put a bystander from my victory pile on the bottom of the bystander stack to do this again. So I can take that, or I can take Jocasta's Image Inducer, which will be cheaper later. Crowdsourcing won't. So Science Teaching Tech, draw 2 cards. I think what I want to do is take Crowdsourcing on the left here. Right-hand side will probably... I got 3 recruit. We'll pick up Walking Wi-Fi, and then later I'll try to get the Image Inducer with size changing. I'll pick up the 6 cost. It's hard to get right away. All right, let's go ahead and pick this up. Turn 1, 6 cost. Happy to see that. And then I'm probably going to get a lot of solar energy. We're going to use Vision and Viv Vision and make another ranged deck on the left. Maybe. Probably fewer of the Jocasta shuffle cards back in, if I can avoid that. But it's a 3-3 on the right-hand side, and from the right-hand side villain deck. She is, but I have to get to that point first. Another Cape Killers. All right. I can fight a Cape Killers this turn, which is good. Unfortunately, I have to. I won't be able to recruit a 3 cost if I do that, but it's probably better to avoid escapes this turn. So I can play my 3 soldiers for 3 attack, and I will have to discard one of my operatives to fight the Cape Killers on the left-hand side, or I can pick up Walking Wi-Fi. I could chalk this up to it's the first turn of the game. I can let some escapes happen, some KOs happen. But the more I prevent, the better. And I will have a more recruit on my next hand off 5. So I'm going to do the fight. I'll miss out on the KO power. I'm going to discard the operative to fight the Cape Killers. And I can KO the card I discarded. So I can get rid of an operative this way. So at least that's for me. Okay, victory pile for the Cape Killers, and we KO the operative. Okay. Definitely a better start than last time, but that doesn't mean much as I keep going. And again, I got 6 recruit, so here's all my attack. And left hand is another... Okay, we got top loaded with Henchmen, which is good. I can fight another one. Let's pay it back. Let's fight these Cape Killers on the right-hand side. Much better start. 3 attack. Let's discard the soldier for the clearance because I can't do anything with 4. And let's fight the ones in City B. Once again, KO a card from your discard pile. I will get rid of an operative and let my discard pile, because I got one there before. And cape pillars are gone. Okay, and I'm left with 2 recruit that won't do anything because no sidekicks. So once again, end my turn. So we'll see if I get the versatile card coming up. That's going to help me hopefully clear the city a little bit. And if I don't need to clear the city, obviously I get to turn that into recruit. If I can get... I'm tempted to try to get the Ultron cards to get bystanders on this side, because I can cheering crowds a lot, but that depends on how many cheering crowds cards I get. All right, I got it. So potential attack this turn is 4, or I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 recruit and pick up a rare that's not here. Priority, though, is to still avoid those KOs. Turn 4 is a twist. All right, I avoided things for a while, but things might get nasty here. So the twist effect is simply, again, play 2 cards from your villain deck. The first card played is Ant-Man, and the second card played is the Hulk Gang. So Ant-Man instantly escapes. Here we go. No escape effect on him. I'm going to KO probably Walking Wi-Fi or Through Solid Objects. Walking Wi-Fi will help fuel the cheering crowds if I can get that going. But Vision is great for drawing those tech cards, but maybe not as much when I get more bindings and keep those grays. But it's also a 4 cost, because it's a little better. I'm going to actually get rid of Walking Wi-Fi. And then Ant-Man's gone. So that's my first non-gray KO. And all right, Earthling Choices. That's a little bit of a better option there. Hulk Gang come in as the second card I played from the Scheme Twist. Again, they have the cross-dimensional Hulk Rampage fight effect. I can't fight anything this turn. I got 5 recruit. So I'm trying to make this, I suppose, my tech side. So because I KO'd what I KO'd, I didn't know Earthling Choices would show up. And now I can't take 2 cards. Unless I want to take the Solar Energy, which I don't. But I'm going to pick up Through Solid Objects. It's more expensive. And hopefully use that to get Jocasta later. All right, there's Genetic Experimentation. That one is really good with crowdsourcing. But there's so many class triggers in this one. I kind of want to keep the classes separate. All grays again. I need early KO, so I'm glad I've been able to take care of some of the cape killers, just not this one. Here we go. Left turn, left hand turn. There's Cap again. So, of course, this is going to be another escape. So we are going to KO somebody. I think I do want to get rid of one of these solar energies, but I also don't want to be stuck with too many expensive cards. Jocasta is basically a 4 cost. So I got to keep that in mind. Earthling Choices is good. This turn I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 recruit if I want. Or I can get 4 attack, and I can't hit anything with 4 attack. There's no way I can get a bystander. So I'm probably going to pick up both solar energy cards this turn if there's no better option. Right-hand side is going to get, I got 3, 4 recruit. I'm going to get rid of the Earthling Choices. It's a good card, but I've got better options. And another escape. 2 KOs. And I wish that was a rare. But now I have something for the right-hand side to get. And Cap comes in. So Captain America's got 4+. Oh, here's his ambush. Each player reveals 3 colors against bitings. I got blue and gray. And I've got just gray on the right. So I was so happy without these bindings for a second. But now they're back. And he's got +1 for each color in the HQ. So there's only 2 this time. He's at 6 attack. But still, I can't hit him. I've only got max of 4 if I decide to use crowdsourcing. I have no bystanders. I mean, it was going a little better than last time at the beginning, but now I just got 2 bindings and a full city and some escapes, so it's going downhill fast. So obviously I'll take 3 recruit from Versatile, because I can't do anything with that 3 attack. And that's going to give me 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit. You know who'd be great for this setup? White Wolf. Darn, I really want to take Genetic Experimentation. Or 2 solar energies. 3 attack. I mean, 3 attack is 3 attack, right? Tech, rescue a bystander of each other tech hero you play this turn. So maybe I change my strategy here, and I take this, and I take more of those Earthling choices if they pop up. I can just keep playing techs and drawing cards. No! Also on fire. Notice how my hero deck is, I'm in the villains mat, and I am a bunch of robots. So who do you think is Ultron in this situation, and who do you think the Beyonder is? Those Master Strikes will be coming soon. All right, while I can afford it, I'm going to take the 1 genetic experimentation. Even though it would, for some purposes, it'd be better on the other side. So let's see. There's a divided vision. And I'm fighting against the Avengers and Wasteland. Off the cuff did something very clever here and flipped it around. So I am playing as Ultron against the Beyonder as the Watcher for this one. I love when the script is flipped like that for these. He's the Watcher. All-powerful cosmic being. Makes sense to me. Turn 6 is... Oh, you had to call it, Eaches. Nice job. Okay. So each player that doesn't reveal a card that costs 5 or more gets a wound, in this case of bindings, and neither side is able to pass. So this is gotten deja vu. 1, 2, and then where am I going to put this pocket dimension? I'm going to put under one of the visions. Yeah, you should be able to see the description of the stream also on fire. Does it say it's the What If episode? It should say What If Ultron won, right? That's these are my this is one of my Tuesday MCU streams, so we're getting through What If. We just did the Thor episode last week. My favorite hero to sub for the Watcher is Moondragon. Fall in Danger Sense feels for a Watcher. Yeah, that would be a great hero sub. I wonder what I've asked this before. I wonder what a Watcher hero set would actually do. If it was Uatu, then he would actually do something sometimes. Other Watchers would be like wounds that wouldn't do anything. 2 attack, 4 recruit. No steady manipulation here. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do and get the neural network card for a full 4 cost. Luckily, no pocket dimension. Okay, we got reprocess. It still could be useful. If I survive that long, no guarantees. Just because it's animated? An alternate reality? I don't know, it feels pretty MCU to me. Turn 7 is another Master Strike. I mean, at least Cap doesn't escape. So who's got cards that cost 5 or more? Nobody. So 2 more bindings go out. This is probably one of the hardest setups in this entire MCU pass so far. And there's been some tough ones. Then we got another pocket dimension. I'm gonna have to pick the other vision. Oh yeah, that would be fun. From the comics. We would need Orb as a villain or a hero or something. Okay. Plus a Nick Fury Sr. No, also on fire, if you want to see the setup, just put an exclamation setup and you can see the setup that Off the Cuff put together. I'm not using the always leads. I don't usually use them for the MCU setups. I do whatever he tells me to do here. Okay, so I'm going to take one of those solar energies, pay for it, because I can't do anything else with the attack. So I will pay 3 recruit. Yeah, no problem. And 1 attack. So I've played these. You pick up a solar energy. And replace it with... Okay, another image inducer. Would love to pick those up soon. Let me make sure I've counted all the KOs. Yeah, I haven't done KOs in 2 turns because of those Master Strikes. If you put in also exclamation MCU, you'll get a link to Off the Cuff's entire spreadsheet of setups all the way from Iron Man to Quantumania, I think is the last one you put in, yeah. I highly recommend them. You can see my entire streaming series of playing these on youtube.com/BigOldTopGames. I've played every single one from Iron Man all the way to now. Trying to get through them all, which eventually I'll get there. What a terrible, terrible, terrible hand. You were all here to witness how terrible that hand was, and will be when it's left hand's turn again. Turn 8 is, yeah, it couldn't last long. All right, we got the space gem coming in. Whoop. Oh, you got to see the hidden card is. I did upside back accident. Reverse the snap, Bruce Banner. Some custom art on that one. I wish I could use that right now. That would be great. Now, nobody who wasn't watching the stream knows. Don't tell them. If they ask, don't tell them. They can't rewind, right? All right. So Hulk Gang's going to escape. Let's go ahead and do the effects. I wish I had done that on purpose. That would have been so much funnier. I'm going to get rid of reprocess because I don't think it's going to help me out here. And that's one more count, and that's an escape. Cross-dimensional Hulk Rampage. Ooh, Ultron's rare is what happens. So no one's got any Hulk. I haven't defeated any Hulk. Nope. So more bindings. Just what I want. Go out. And they go. And the space gem comes on in. And once again, the space gem gets nothing because there are no empty spaces in the city. So I've got 3 recruit and 2 attack. Now, what are the odds that I can actually hit Captain America's card there? Probably nothing. This is my discard pile. I don't have a deck. I have 1 tech card in there. That's it. So chances of Vision actually phasing for something good or drawing a tech card, very, very little. And I'd rather this get shuffled in. So unfortunately, no matter what I do with Vision, I have to shuffle that discard pile. So if I play him, I can get Jocasta's card, and that'll be worth it even though I can't shuffle it in right away, which makes me upset. Or I can get the Divided Vision card. But Jocasta's great for the Beyonder, so I'm going to have to play it so I can pick up one of those. 5 recruit. I'm going to choose tech. Shuffle the discard pile. Should I spend the 1 attack and get the one under the pocket dimension, or get the one not under the pocket dimension? I think I want to get the one not under so that whatever refreshes is also not in a pocket dimension. Okay. Top card of the deck? Nah. Knew it wasn't going to happen. But now with size changing tech, I can get either one of these. I'm going to take the Jocasta for 4 on the right hand side. And another solar energy appears. Okay, there's the tech. It was 3 cards down. I got to get to another reshuffle for some of these to work together. Okay, here's that terrible hand I talked about earlier. And the left-hand side reveals a Scheme Twist, which is bad because I got to play 2 cards in the villain deck now. So more escapes. Here we go. Already got 3 non-gray heroes KO'd. Let's see how many more. First one is a Hulk Gang. I'm going to resolve that right now. So Hulk Gang is going to come in, which is going to push Cap out. So that takes precedent. Demolish each player. First, we got to do the KO. Once again, I'm going to KO a Solar Energy Vision. And this is going to be an escape. So we do the escape effect. Demolish each player, or refill the HQ first. Top card of the HQ is a 3 cost, which means the right-hand side likely doesn't lose anything because it's a 4 cost, not a 3 cost. So Demolish happened. Cap runs away. Hulk Gang goes in. And then we play our second card from the villain deck for the twist, which is going to be a Bystander. I've never been happier to see one. That's 1 less escape than I would have had. I forgot to put the counter up, I think. Let me just double check the non-gray heroes KO'd. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's accurate at 4. I've got 3 attack that I can't use to surprise hit anything, but this might be another rest or betrayal myself the wound bindings away, and it will be. I'll do nothing. I'll get rid of the bindings and probably see more bindings now. Yep. 1. I wasn't kidding. Well, at least I got 3/6 attack if I want it with 2 cards, and that's kind of what I needed to bypass all these bindings. I needed strong individual cards, which I have some of. Okay, turn 10 is Ant-Man, who's going to push out the Space Gem. Oh, it's going. I'm playing Fragmented Realities against the Beyonders, so you can probably put 2 and 2 together, Truthus. I'm going to KO. I got the phasing solar energy thing is really working for me, so I'm going to get rid of the other walking Wi-Fi. It's another KO, and yeah, I mean, we're fighting against the Watcher here, so it's thematic. And that's an escape. Ant-Man comes in with elusive 4. And we got Analyze Planetary Rotation. Nice. We got the Neural Network. That's 2 attack. And no tech trigger. So all I've got is 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. This is my second game, by the way. The first game was under an hour. If I'm thinking about setup time, it was probably under 45 minutes. So this is the side I'm trying to hoard tech cards, and I can get the divided card with size changing. Tech. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up for 4 before there's too many of these pesky, you know, pocket dimensions. And I can't find anything for that, so. Yeah, it depends on if you control the space gem, right? Or I don't remember what the space stone does. So my favorite thing about this hand right now is that if I betrayal, 2 of these bindings go to the left-hand side, which is, yeah, that if this setup wasn't hard enough, all wounds are bindings, Drufus. So just, you know, really rub it in. Not just, yeah, so every time a wound is mentioned, it's a binding. So Beyonder's giving me bindings, everything's giving me bindings. Cross-dimensional Rampage giving me bindings. Turn 11 with a bystander. Okay, Wasp comes in, so we got some discards coming. First things first, our KO. I really like Planetary Rotation, so I'm going to actually KO the Solar Energy. That's not in the pocket dimension. That's another one. We're up to 6 already. Yes. They are the Infinity Stones in the movies, and they are the Infinity Gems in the comics. And the cards match. And now we do the bystander, getting carried off discard. Easy. Bindings on the left. And right-hand side, another bindings. Let's look at all these. I kind of want to betray them all over to the other side, but that's not going to be helpful. And an escape. Wasp comes in. We haven't seen a Wasp yet this stream. Wasp is elusive 7, so unless I make 7 recruit, I don't have to spend it. Unless I make it, I can't fight Wasp without 1. But I won't do it this turn. Yes, and the escape effect, so obviously no hulks, so more. I just really didn't want, like, I needed more bindings, right? I don't already have 1,000. So I can fight Ant-Man if I crowdsource for Versatile 3 recruit. So I'm going to have to do that. Let's go ahead and play crowdsourcing for 3 recruit. I have no bystander for sharing crowds. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. All right. 2 more operatives. 4, 5. Then we have Solar Energy, which is going to give me 3 attack if I play it, which I need to fight Ant-Man, so I will play it for 3 attack instead of phasing it. I've made at least 4 recruits, so I can just straight up hit Ant-Man here while Wasp is there watching and kind of feel a little bad about that, but not too bad because I'm Ultron, right? I got 5 recruit. It's actually recruit stuff with no attack left to get through these pocket dimensions. So the only cards I could take is Walking Wi-Fi or Warlock's Planetary Rotation. I'm going to pick up Walking Wi-Fi. Hopefully I can trigger it later because that does rescue bystanders, and I do have a Cheering Crowds card. So plus I get to refresh the HQ this way. And another divided card, great for the other side to pick up. Plus the more recruit cards I got, hopefully higher chance I have of hitting Ultron. Okay, I've played 2 twists already. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So I'm in a slightly better spot than I was last time, but still not in a great spot. With all these grays. So little KO power with these. The thing about... I'm not allowed to say... Not only am I playing against the Beyonder's Fragmented Realities Astigmatic, not only are all wounds bindings, but I'm not allowed to use sidekicks. Otherwise, I would 100% share your sentiments. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why Off the Cuff said no to those. Here we go. Turn 12 is another Cape Killers. The thing about the Cape Killers here is that I don't have a full city for them to populate me, just to pick them off when it's convenient for me for the KO power. If I let them sit there, they're gone, and that's the KO power that's gone. And with these bindings, I'm not able to hit them. So this hand does nothing. So I'm going to have to So this is funny. I don't even have a choice of options here. I have to do the betrayal effect, which is very funny because I can't recruit anybody and I can't attack anybody. So, oh no, hold on. I do have a choice. It says May on the card. So yeah, never mind. I could do nothing and not KO the bindings, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Wounds also say, I gotta look at a wound. Wounds also say May, right? Or am I getting confused? Yeah, it is May. Okay. I never think about that because I usually always do it. I don't want to imagine that. Don't make me do it. So I'm going to end my turn. I will do the betrayal effect. I will KO one, and that means this binding goes to the left-hand side. But net, I'm down a binding, so I guess that's a good thing. You can see some friendships being broken if this wasn't two-handed solo. With all these bindings going out. I'm going to say it off the cuff. I think this setup is too hard. I think this is one of those situations that we see in Adventure where people have to modify it. For the first time, though. For the 70th game. And that's some credit. They're fun to use. New recruits are a blast. Oh, you mean bindings, Sway. I don't know which one you're talking about. But bindings are not a blast. Turn 13 is going to be Thor. Okay. Check this out. Thor's going to KO Ultron's rare. So, insult to injury here. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I brought it up to Ryan when he was talking about developing DXP, and I said, hey, are you going to make it so that new recruits are unlimited like they are in regular Legendary? And they decided not to do that because they've renamed new recruits to be their own, property. So I guess the Liberty was there to put the restriction on them to not unlimited. But since they're technically not new recruits, they're called something else. I guess it makes sense. Anyway, so let's see if I can survive this. Another KO. I'm going to get rid of Solar Energy this time. And replace. That's another one. Okay, got Jocasta, another 3 cost. And she's going to fly away. And Thor's going to come in and be real mean. Ambush. KO each hero in the HQ that costs 7 or more. Goodbye, Ultron's rare. Watcher is so powerful here. And that's going to increase the counter, too. So now I got 8 non-gray heroes KO'd. So that's cool. These Master Strikes, for each Master Strike I have here, these are pocket dimensions the Beyonder or the Watcher put there. So if I want to recruit a hero from these pocket dimensions, I have to pay 1 attack for each pocket dimension in the HQ. So for example, if I wanted to recruit Jocasta, I'd have to pay 3 recruit and 2 attack to do it. Which is cool. We got Ultron Kinetic Experimentation. At least I can hit a Cape Killers this turn. Unactivated. I will discard the Hydra Soldier for the, that you can't recruit a psychic and recruit at the same turn. Wait, you, oh, I misread what you said. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch. I'm guessing that they wanted to do it as in, they're both 2 kinds of sidekicks. As if there's a separate stack of special sidekicks. I mean, I kind of get it. But I wouldn't have done it. So, 3 attack. Discard the soldier to get through the Cape Killers Hydra Clears in this case. And I KO a card from my discard pile. Hey, I get to KO that bindings that I just got from the side. Sweet. Alright, they're gone. Gonna have an empty city for the next turn. 4 recruit. I could take Warlock's Planetary Rotation, and that is all I could take. That cares about Sunlight, Moonlight, or both. I mean, I gotta move things along. I gotta get as many cards as I can get. It's kind of versatile in a weird way, so I'll take it. And there's the roll up. Oh, I guess I could have. Because I had 4. It's fine. I think I'd rather save that for the right-hand side anyway. Moving over. Okay, turn 14. Cape Killers again. Let's draw 2 cards, and hopefully they'll be the exact 2 cards I need. 1, 2. They were! Look at that. Finally, a break. So, both of these are going to activate. Well, actually, there's no activation on the divided card, but this one will activate. This is the second to last. The last one is when everybody comes together against Ultron, so that's going to be next Tuesday. So in case you didn't hear, this is my, today and next are going to be my last MCU streams for a little bit. During the tournament, every Tuesday, I'm going to be streaming one of the tournament setups from the past week, the one that was the highest rated, the fun level, people had the most fun with. And I'll be playing that for the course of the event. And then we'll be back to MCU streams and micro challenges and stuff. So tech, when you draw new handed cards into this turn, draw an extra card. Let me mark that. That's why I'm glad it's working out this way, so I can finish What If. Okay, as far as I won't officially play these yet because I might need to discard one for clearance. I just want to see what I've got. Yeah, for MCU setups, even if I don't win, I move on, and then I think off the cuff's keeping track of all of those. So if I have time, I'll come back around once I run out of setups and try to beat the ones I lost to before. But I'm trying to just play through them all at least. Today I'm get to play twice, but we'll see. So if I play Vision Harder Than Diamond, I'm glad you joined. It'll be a lot of fun. Thank you for signing up. So I can get 5 attack. Well, the point is I have to play this if I want to hit the Cape Killers, but I cannot hit Thor. Let's see. Well, the thing about the tournament is that even if you lose 2 weeks in a row and you're out, there's going to be a eliminated bracket just for people who want to have fun and pick their own heroes and play along with the event. So you can keep playing even though you're officially out of the main bracket. So, I lost against, I think, one of the Avengers setups I lost, and I can't remember some of the others, but there's a good handful. So if I play Vision, that's 5 total attack. I can't hit Thor. Unfortunately, Thor's probably going to escape next turn, be my 9th Gray Hero KO'd, and he's going to demolish each player. So it might be curtains for me anyway. So just in case I survive, I can play Lighter Than Air for 7 total recruit. But I think what I want to do is play Harder Than Diamond. I won't play this operative. I'm at 3 recruit. I'll play Harder Than Diamond up to 5 attack. I can't get the empowered card because I won't have enough attack. Oh, I will actually, because I'll have 2. So yeah, I can do it. Let's do that. I got 5 attack, 3 recruit. I have this Hydra operative still in hand. Let's discard it for the shield clearance, and we will fight for 3. KO this bindings from my discard pile and get rid of the Cape Killers. And then we're going to see what we got left. I have 3 recruit and 2 attack. That is exactly what I need to recruit a 3 cost under in a pocket dimension. And I will take Creation of Ultron. And there's a lot of tech in the HQ, so that empowered should work pretty well if I can get it to show up before I lose. We'll see. That was a fun one, and I get 7 cards now. Here we go. Bottom of my deck is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I get 2 more cards. So the right side is starting to pop off, but it's a little late, especially because next turn I'm probably going to have 1 or maybe 2 escapes, and that's going to be 2 KOs, and that'll be the end of the game, but we'll see. 2 more. 6, 7. Pretty good hand. We'll see if I survive long enough to see it. Because this hand is 2 attack, 3 attack. Okay, turn 15. The power gem. So I don't lose this turn, but boy, am I close. So Thor is going to escape. Let's go ahead and get rid of the through solid objects in the pocket dimension as my 9th non-gray hero KO'd, which is not a good place to be. And now I demolish each player. So the top card of the hero deck is a 4 cost, which means that left hand is safe, right hand loses through solid objects to the discard pile. But I keep on my attack cards. And Thor runs away. We got the power gem here. Power gem has the ambush effect. It gains a shard for each master strike in the KO pile and or stack next to the mastermind. Just like last time, the strikes were in the HQ and not in either of those places, so no shards for the power gem. Okay. I think I'm going to phase solar energy this turn because I can't hit anything for 2. So let's just play what I've got, and I'm not going to phase. I got 2 recruit, 3 recruit. Encephalo Ray is better for the right-hand side, plus it's going to cost 2 recruit and 2 attack to take. So I could take Encephalo Ray this turn if I decide to play 3 recruit and 2 attack, but I don't know if I want to take it over here I could also take the neural network card. It's a dodge. It doesn't hurt. It's a real cheap card, so it's good to have in a... If I'm going to have any cards in the Pocket Dimension, it's going to be that one. Let's face Soul Energy, see what I get. Okay, here we go. It's going to be a Bindings. Cool. Let's move things along. Let's go ahead and pick up the neural network for 2 because I've played attack, so it only cost me 2. No other restrictions. And there's Army of Ultrons. Let's hope for a better hand. Okay, a little bit better. I've got 6 attack, which unfortunately, well, we'll see what comes in. I gotta hit the power gem this turn, or I'm gonna lose the game probably. Turn 16 is Cape Killers. Is Cape Killers. Great grammar. So I'm going to have to try to get 7 attack. So I've got 3 from Heart of the Diamond, I've got 2 from the Soldiers, and I have 2 cards to draw. I have to get 2 attack, or I lose the game if this is a villain or a scheme twist, which it probably is going to be. So not much of a choice here. Oh, actually, size. This is draw 2 cards, no trigger. So I can just do this first and then decide. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to play Heart of the Diamond anyway. But I might as well play this. So let's draw 2 cards. See what I get. Let's check in. No top. I could hold on. I could phase Vision and then draw him as one of the cards. Is there any good reason why I should do that? I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't do that. So let's do it. We're going to phase the Divided card. And that gets us... All right, Creation of Ultron. That's a really lucky one. There are 4 tech cards in the HQ. This is going to be a 6 attack card. Love it. All right. So now... let's draw 2 cards. I'm going to get the Vision card back and an Operative. So in total, I'm going to have 2 base plus 1, 2, 3, 4 attack for the 4 attack. I know, but what I was saying is, if I phased for a card that I wanted to play before I drew Vision for some reason, that might affect it. There's not many things that'll do that, but that's the only reason. But in this case, it didn't matter. At 6 attack. But yeah, that's why I was safe in phasing it, because I knew I was going to get it back anyway. Okay. So if I play the tech side, I'll be up to 9 and then 11 attack. Let's just pretend. This gem has no shards because it gets a shard for each Master Strike in the KO pile and or stack next to the Mastermind. And there weren't any Master Strikes in either place. Yeah, close one. So I'm at 6. Let's just pretend. 9. I can take things back if I want before I reveal. I'm at 11. So Beyonder is at 18, 16. I'm a little short from hitting the Beyonder, but I got to hit the Power Gem this turn. So what I can do is hit the Power Gem for 7, hit the Cape Killers for 3, and KO a card from my discard pile, which will be one of these operatives. If I don't play Vision, I'll be at 8 attack, and I'm going to have 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. I have no gems. If I did, you'd see them peeking in. Okay, let me go down to 8. So after these soldiers, I'm at 8. After these operatives, I'm at 3. So options. I'm going to hit the Power Gem. So let me just actually do that before I do anything else. So let's unplay everything except for what gives me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. Yep. And hit the Power Gem. So now I control one. Jocasta is another creation of Ultron. So Ultron was based off of... so Vision was based off of... was it Wonder Man's body and Hank's brain waves, I think? And then... So Jocasta was an android built by Ultron, patterned off of the Wasp. Her brainwave. So off of Janet's brain patterns. So that's where she's from. Yeah, so Wonder Man's brainwave was Vision. Ultron was Hank's brainwave, or is that totally off? I know that Jocasta is Janet. The whole Pym family is very strange, and I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's going to hurt my head. So anyway, I'm going to fight the Power Gem. I get this artifact. So Ultron was Hank's, Vision's was Wonder Man's, and then Jocasta's was Janet's. And then Viv is created by Vision, that's a whole story. Anyway, defeating this, get an artifact, that's the whole point. Cool. Finally, my first Infinity Gem of the entire stream. Okay. Yeah, he did get a bit slappy earlier on. So I've got, if I play lighter than air, I'm going to get 6 recruit, and I can pick up, actually, I got the size changing, so I can pick up the divided for 4, but I still have to play lighter than air. I should probably hit the Cape Killers while I can, though. So even though I can get some 6 recruits, I'm going to clear things, because 1 more escape and I lose. So let's go with the attack side of vision for 3 attack. We'll fight the Cape Killers by discarding the soldier for clearance. KO a card from your discard pile. And I will get rid of that soldier that I just discarded. That means I've got 3 recruit left, which will be enough to let me get Army of Ultrons. Okay. Hey, look. Nobody in either city. For the first time in a long time. But all my good cards are my discard pile, and you can see right here. And the thing about this scheme is it's so unforgiving. You can't really have a dud turn because you'll have escapes. Okay, here we go. Left hand is a bystander, which means it's going to go to the Beyonder. It's going to go to the Watcher. Okay, buy me a turn. That's fine. But the downside is I could have hit something this turn. Now I'm not going to be able to, but I can set things up. So I can get 5 recruit. So I can go 3, 4, 5. I don't have a bystander, so I can't cheering crowds. If I do 5 recruit, I can pick up the divided vision for size changing ranged. I can't hit the Beyond. Yeah, nothing I can do with the attack. So yeah, I'm going to phase because I can't use solar energy this turn anyway. So the phase is probably the first thing I want to do. So let's do that. I was just determining whether I wanted to phase. As I do, let's do it as the first thing. And I get a Hydra Soldier. Okay. At least, again, it's out of the way. So we'll do what I said I was going to do. 3 recruit, 5 recruit. If only this was an operative, I would have been able to get crowdsourcing. But let's just get the divided vision for 4. Reprocess. Speaking of reprocess, I'm about to reprocess my entire deck. I think I just pressed the wrong button. All right. Accidentally muted myself, but now I'm back. Okay. So I got the phased vision. I could have a really good hand here, but I could equally have a really bad hand. Let's see which one happens. It's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Somewhere in the middle. That's okay. But yeah, just 1 more KO, and that is it for game 2 here. As much as I tried. And this hand is a total dud. Turn 18 is a Master Strike. He's buying me time, but that means these Scheme Twists are going to be a lot worse when the Master Strikes are out. So, who's got a card that costs 5 or more? Left-hand side does. Right-hand side gains bindings, though. Here we go. And now we got a third pocket dimension, and it's going to go under the other Encephalo Ray. I've decided. We've got 4 recruit. Although, if I don't put it under that Encephalo Ray, I can take the Encephalo Ray this turn. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to put it under reprocess. Because I'm probably never going to take that. So, bindings of the 6 here. That just hurts a little bit to hear. All right. Let's get the 2 recruit. Let's get the Encephalo Ray. And see what takes up that space. The same thing. So many bindings. Give me some more tech. I don't want to say anything because I know what might happen. And I don't want to say it. Here we go. 4, 5, 6. Okay, got the empowered. Oh, I guess I could have taken the second one. I was like, I can't take anything else. because I can't get sidekicks. I literally didn't look at what I refilled it with. I was looking elsewhere. I already shuffled, though. All right, I'll take it and I'll shuffle it into my deck, if that works for you guys. On the right-hand side for that end of last turn. Because I did just do a reshuffle, so that makes it easier. Yeah, Jocasta is saving me. And all right, so you made Vision's Rare appear. Here we go. Left-hand side is the Mind Gem. Mind Gem ambushes and gains a shard for each scheme twist in the KO pile under a stack next to the scheme. That is 2. That actually works. So let's put 2 shards on the Mind Gem. So it's going to be an 8 attack villain right now. Can I fight it? I'm going to have 6 attack. Ooh. The Mind Gem might lose me the game. That is a strong villain. I can't fight it. I'm going to have max. I've only got a bystander, but it went right to the Beyonder instead. Well, can right-hand side hit 8? Jocasta might. That's going to be 2. Yeah, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right-hand side can hit the Mind Gem. As long as nothing weird happens. Walking Wi-Fi to recruit. Let's say I do versatile 3 for recruit. I'm up to 5 recruit. Operative 6, 7 recruit. I can get Vision's Rare. What does it do? I don't remember. Insubstantial accomplishments. 4 attack and phasing. When you play this, you may swap a card from your hand with the top 2 cards of your deck. So in theory, you can... Wait, you play this, you swap it with the card within top 2, and then you can phase for that card with another phasing card. But yeah, I'll take the rare. Sure, why not? It's 4 attack. Yeah, good for bindings for sure, if I get to see that. And then we'll phase Solar Energy as my last action here before I end my turn. And it's a soldier, so that was a good bet. But these bindings are really slowing down my my decks, so I'm not able to get to the cards I recruited for a while because the bindings slow everything down. All right, turn 20 is going to be Wasteland Spider-Girl. I have to fight this Mind Gem. I absolutely have to fight it. So let's go ahead and do it. And did I mess myself up? No, I still got tech. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with empowered, and then 1 soldier makes it 8. So let's fight the Mind Gem. I gain a shard. Other one goes to the supply. Yeah, at least I can control it. And then I get the artifact. Now left side's got to fight Spider-Girl. I got to keep playing catch-up here. And nothing else I can do with the 1 attack and recruit I can generate. It's so funny. I have not even gotten close to even thinking about hitting the Beyonder. I'm just panicking, trying to take care of everything else. Well, I've got 3 attack. So I might lose next turn. Okay, turn 21 is a Space Gem who doesn't get anything. But yeah, I only have 3 attack. So I have to phase Solar Energy and hope I get something better. Otherwise, I can't hit Spider-Girl, and I'm probably going to have an escape next turn, and that's the game. Yes, I have to hit him and clear the city. It's so rough. Well, yeah, the only shot I've got is to phase Solar Energy for something better. Let's see what I get. Here it is. Moment of truth. It's going to be... Wow. Wow. End strong, you guys. Head held high. 2 attack. 3 recruit. Let's get Warlock because he's good. He's nice and he's helpful and all is right in the world. All right, moving on over. There's a very, 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 very slim chance that Wasteland Spider-Girl doesn't get pushed through. But we'll see. Here it is. This could be the end of the game. Turn 22 gives me... Oh my gosh, it's worse than I ever thought. The Scheme Twist. So now I play 2 cards in the villain deck. So, if this was for a league game, I would have to finish resolving the whole thing, I think. Anyway, let's go. Top card of the villain deck, the Hulk Gang. So let's resolve this. Or it ends at that moment. I forget how we handle it. But let me go ahead and do this. So this comes in, which means Wasteland Spider-Girl is going to escape. I think I have to end at that moment. Anyway, so because of what the scheme says. Let's take care of this. I'm going to go ahead and KO crowdsourcing because no reason. And at that moment, there are now 10 non-gray heroes in the KO pile. So in the middle of the effect, because the number of non-gray heroes in the KO pile is 5 times the number of players, the game immediately ends and evil wins. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. This is the toughest setup out of any of the MCU setups so far. And I say that now. Next week we have to fight Epic Ultron. So I still think that's going to be easier than this. If it wasn't for this scheme, if it wasn't for the Beyond Ernest Pocket Dimensions, if it wasn't for all the bindings, if it wasn't for the fact that I can't get any sidekicks this game, well, any one of those would make this difficult, but add it all up, it's very, very tough. Let me give you your rewards for the predictions. As a lot of you thought correctly, I was going to lose the second game, so here we go. As I'm doing the predictions, I'll remind you, if you have not signed up for the tournament, it is officially... entries are officially closed, but I can still sneak in if you really want to get in. So let me know, fill out the form, and might be able to sneak you in there. All right, it was a lose, so enjoy those points, everyone. I am going to go take care of this, and otherwise I will see you all on Thursday for the next randomizer stream, and I hope it's going to be a good one. We have Infinity Saga as part of the rotation, so we could see some Thanos, some Ebony Maw, any of the heroes, which will be interesting. But I always appreciate you guys coming by. Thank you for the discussion and the subs and all that nice stuff. I'm going to go take a cold shower to process what just happened here, and I will see you back on Thursday for the randomizer stream. And appreciate you all. Take care, everybody.